Alright, so what I'm doing today, I'm on a high-speed rail in the city of Hangzhou, and we're heading to a place called Huangshan, which means Yellow Mountain, literally, which is one of the 5 biggest mountains in China. So we're gonna see. So I'm on the train, so today I want to show you how a high-speed rail in China looks like. So you can see I'm in between an intersection between two cars. Between two cars, and you can see the train looks really nice, really fancy, really modern. Usually the high-speed rail train technology in China, they were licensed from Siemens or Fujitsu of Japan. However, they made some upgrades. I think now currently the Chinese train is better than where they took the technology from. So let's walk down the aisle to see what the train looks like. So here is a sink, and presumably next to you it's the restroom. And so this is how the car looks like. You can see it's really bright, really modernized, better than Caltrain or the NJ Transit, which we have in the US. On the top of the train there are the racks, and there are about 5 seats each row, and all of them have a power plug under it, so you can charge your laptop or your phone. And there's some TV playing ads on top of me. And oh, here comes somebody who is selling the food and drinks. Let me make a way for her. And you can see from outside the window, we're still very close to the train station. Lots of tracks, but the train's moderately moving. And sometimes you can see the speed being displayed on top of this display, but currently it's not over there. So we are entering another car. Let me show you some interesting features next to the door. So they have several buttons. I assume one of them you can brake in emergency to stop the train, but don't mess with it. Lots of signs, and pretty much actually all the signs were translated from English to Chinese originally. Really cool. Yeah, lots of information in multiple languages. And here is again the outside of the train. You can see it's moving really fast, and you can see from this picture that the high-speed rail in China, they are really massive. You can see you can estimate how many tracks are there to the left of me, from the number of pools, I don't know how to call this kind of power grid wires. To the left of me, there are lots of them, and on the right we can also see a lot of them. Yeah, so that's really crazy. The high-speed rail in China is a marvel we don't have in the US. Oh, let's wait a little bit for the broadcast.
Smoking is strictly forbidden on this train. Do not touch the devices with red marks so as to avoid any accident.
Alright, the broadcast is down, so we can actually, we're really far from the station now. Oh, sorry. Let's wait until the broadcast is over. You can see some bridges to the left of me and some bridges to the right of me, so it looks like the railroad are splitting at this point. Well, it looks like the broadcast is never ending. Now you can have an estimation of how fast this train is moving. So I think my video is 60 frames per second. So if you see the blurry, and let's assume that the distance between each vertical bars on the fence is about 20 meters. So if it's not blurring, we can estimate how fast the train is moving. Oh, it's really moving really fast. Okay. All right. So we're getting into the countryside. You can see some mountains. No more constructions. No more roads. Just everything is green. Okay, what I was about to talk about? Well, actually I forgot. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to show you. And so I'm gonna give you another video when I reach Huangshan. Oh, we're entering a tunnel. So So we are moving inland a little bit. I forgot to mention at the beginning of today that this Huangshan is to the west of the city of Hangzhou. So we are heading west. You can see in the screen right now there are many farmlands, and we just passed a big river. So this part of the China, there are lots of small rivers, and actually many of the rivers are canals dug by Chinese people over a span of 2,000 years. So there's a very massive canal network in this region, which people use hundreds of years ago or maybe 1,000 years ago to deal with transportation needs. The reason that it could build so many canals is because in this region there's lots of rain. So you can see, we will see later in this video that there are lots of fish ponds. Yeah, again, we just saw one. Here we go. So lots of, oh, we're entering a tunnel, so let's pause. Oh, we just came out. Okay. All right, this is interesting. Lots of mountains here. Oh, you can see the lotus. So this part of the region, there are lots of small hills. So that's why we're going in and out of the tunnel from time to time. And you can see creeks between those hills, and lots of farmlands and fish ponds. I really like them. This is part of the countryside which I grew up with. Alright, let's pause a little bit until I see something fun. So let's talk a little bit about the terrain here. So Hangzhou is to the very east part of China. It's very close to the sea, so that's why it's very flat. But as we move west a little bit, we're gonna see more and more hills and mountains. That's where this Huangshan we're going to today is about. So you can see the terrain became bumpier and bumpier as we head west. Oh, this tunnel looks kind of long. Okay, let's wait a little bit. If we don't leave this, oh, we're leaving it. Okay, awesome. Okay, so yeah, some farmland. You can see the farmlands in China. They are like small patches. People, for thousands of years, people don't seem to get used to tractors like the I'll say the gasoline-driven agriculture as we have in the U.S. So people still use a traditional way to do farming, which I quite enjoy, which is kind of like a harmony between people and the nature. And chemical stuff not really used a lot. People for thousands of years, people use natural fertilizers to fertilize their lands, and they just work in the field by themselves, probably with the help of a horse and cows. Let's hope we can leave this tunnel soon. This tunnel sounds a little bit long. Maybe I should turn on the maps. Oh, this is fabulous. Look at these farmlands. It's fabulous. Let's move up to the window so we can see it. All right. Oh, I love this. I love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You can see trees here are a little bit taller than where we started the journey. Oh. Oops. Okay, you see how this is all the buildings of the farmers. Oh, we're gonna be on and off again. Okay, so here's another big patch of farmlands. Oh, you can see there's a mountain pretty kind of far from us. The hills are gonna get taller and taller. Yeah, see? So, oh, there's a broadcast here. So we just heard on the broadcast that we are reaching one of the 4 or 5 stops on this way. Okay, so we are making a small stop at a place called Jiande, which is a city between them. So let's take a look at how the city looks like. I think we're going to be stopped here for only 2 minutes, so let's hurry. Alright, so this is where the train station looks like. It's very small, with just one terminal building. And here's how the rest of the station looks like. Some buildings pretty far away, looks like townhouses. And there's a empty parking spot. I think they're about, let's not get too far from the train, they're gonna leave anytime. So this is how the train looks like from the outside. Okay, alright, looks like we need to hop back and keep going. So we just stopped by in a very beautiful small town. I forgot the name of it, but this is how it looks like. I just want to show you this beautiful small town, and here we're entering another tunnel. Okay, alright everyone, I have arrived at Huangshan. Well, it's the north station, not the real one. So this is how the station looks like. It has a magnificent building, which looks quite pretty. Better than LaGuardia Airport, huh? What kind of... yeah, so... alright, so this is the where that is. And let's take a look at the other side of the station. Lots of new constructions on the back. And there are some people. Somebody's holding it. I don't know. Anyway, so this is a parking lot, I think. It's an underground parking lot, and there's something like a bus station. Okay, so I have arrived, and I'm gonna go take the taxi to the city now.